Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the London Bulldogs. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Ready.
Mike, what you want? Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go. It's coming. Let him know.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, come on now.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Bravo. Hey, chip that.
From the gun on 3rd down, Whitaker. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Set, ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the leg. Slam. Check. Fresno.
Ready, go. 5.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 24.
22 jet bomber. Check go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
We own them. 51 to Mike, boy.
Let's go.
To throw on 3rd down, Whitaker. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Whitaker. He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Check, ready. Eight together.
Strong left.
Flip it. Screen. Watch the screen.
55.
Jackson on first down. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. In for the score as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after here coming up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Watch a slant.
On 3rd and 2, Whitaker. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats, but really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Here we go on 2nd and 12. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Hey, watch the slam. Watch the slam. Check.
Topper, topper. 5. Go.
Throwing on first down. Whitaker. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, "I'll take him, I'll fix him." The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, "He's yours from now on." Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing, but as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback, and eventually, you're calling on your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that last go-around. They went in the wrong direction. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Slam.
Hey, Delta. Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 7-7, our score after 1.
Ready.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Look at me. Score. On the ball. Ready.
Off the play fake. Whitaker. Wide open receiver, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 16 yards, a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
10 Lobo.
53, Mike. Hey. Switch.
Pilot, 64, weak.
He's checking.
Shoot.
Now Jones, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback, his second touchdown on the season, and his guys have taken the lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Jackson. Flush to his right. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Ready? Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. It's a party now.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
55. Guys, stay in situation. Let's go.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now it's Jackson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Check 26, check 26.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
Made the tackle. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
But it brings up 4th down.
Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, Whitaker. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
Hard, hard. Hey, lock it.
Looking to throw. Whitaker. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He'll get this one to Galladay. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Running right, Jones. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Okay, ready? 52's the mic. Come on, come on. Mike 52, Mike 52. You won't there. Go, go.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
This is really, really difficult for teams to coach because you love the extra effort, right? When he break a couple of tackles, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage, but you also have to have an idea that people are going to come up behind you from the side trying to take care of the ball while you're trying to get extra effort. Sometimes you have to know when to say when and maybe just go down.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Following the fumble recovery, Whitaker over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now they try the right side here. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? Off play action. Whitaker. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw is Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Let's get that ball here. Mark 55, Mark 55. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mark 55, Mark.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Now look at this. 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
First down, Bengals.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Line 54. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full stretch.
It's Barkley on the counter. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
You better be afraid of me. You better.
They'll go to Barkley again. And an alley. Now Barkley stripped of the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A first down run by Barkley unsuccessful as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Banks. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Push him back.
From the gun, Jackson. This is the tight end fan. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. 6 yard line. 55.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Ronald Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And to give this time to the tailback. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Let's go, defense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Whitaker. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 16 yards, a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Whitaker. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, the offer can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Go! 70, Indy.
On 1st down, Whitaker. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Ready, break. Hey, box truck.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Yeah, that's what I do.
53.
From the gun, Whitaker to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. Jackson now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Jackson from the shotgun. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Pick me up. Here we go. 25. Check 25.
80 weapon. Let's go. Let's go.
Following the fumble recovery, Whitaker. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Welcome back now here in London. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, zoom.
50, Mike 50. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Wide, get wide.
Let's go.
To throw again, Whitaker. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Set. 60 outlaw. Hey, seam 6.
53's Mike. Check 53's Mike.
Ready.
To throw on 2nd down, Whitaker. And it's caught. Touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have once again taken the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Watch the screen.
Get it.
Operating from the gun, Whitaker to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Let's go, D.
Now Jackson on first down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Throwing on third and long. Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
Let's go. 90 Wolf.
It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
Two draw Corkins.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
Two.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he's got this down to the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. To the right and complete to Galladay. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Alpha.
From the gun, Whitaker. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Jackson, and that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
It's caught at the 10. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And Barkley did not get there. What a stand so far defensively. And now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
It's 4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
Likely the play of the game here. Trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Flushed out right. Touchdown, Bengals.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. From the gun, it's Jackson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Take over. 1st down and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough 1st downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking to throw. Whitaker. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Whitaker. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
61, matchbox lights. Switch. Hit it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. Try! And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be.